Hey guys, today we've got a new combination that I'm going to do with the razor and blade, but we've got a new brush. This is my first Shavemac brush. As you can see, it's a Silvertip 2-band. It's 26 millimeters, Badger, obviously. You can see that it's a 2-band or finest Badger, probably finest. I don't know if Silvertip, yeah, that's right, because they call it a Silvertip. And this is an example about how the brush makers all use different terminology. Most people will refer to a 3-band only as a Silvertip, and the 2 bands are finest Badger. But Shavemac does it a little differently. They do call this a Silvertip, even though it's a 2-band brush. We have a very thick black dark band here in the center part. We are just starting to see the lighter color as you get into the handle, and that's common for 2 bands. With 3-band, the black stripe here is going to be much thinner, and right up here at the very top part of the brush, and then right here would be the lighter color. I want to soak it for a little while, just my average amount, and so I'm going to find out if that's enough soaking for this particular brush, or if it needs a little bit more. Just holding the brush and kind of pushing my palm into it showed a lot of backbone, but once you get a lather into it, once it opens up a little bit, I just received it, so it was all tightened up in the shipping container. We'll see how it opens up and see how I enjoy it, because as you may know, I like medium to low backbone brushes. Now what we're going to try that's a new combination is the blade I used yesterday with my Slim. I had a great shave with the Slim and this Nacet right here on its second shave, and so this will be the third shave for the Nacet, and we're going to put it inside the razor that I used 2 days ago. This long handle Gillette super adjustable, because the black long handle, because of the black handle, we call it a Black Beauty. It does have a short handle version. I have one of those around somewhere, but for now I'm just using my long handle. All right, so this will be the third shave on the Nacet. Easy twist to open, of course, to put a new blade in, and it always keeps it lined up. If you didn't know very much about the Gillette adjustables, they do have a quarter turn. Like once you tighten down the doors there, then finger tight, you still have a quarter turn that you can go to really lock it down. There are some razors out there that may not do that quarter turn, and I've had some of those, and as long as it holds it tight, I don't care too much. Some people, and so that's why in some ads that sell razors, it'll say this is a Fat Boy or a Slim or a Black Beauty, and it does do the quarter turn, so that's what that means. All right, so the Nacet is in place. The soap we're going to use is Declaration Grooming's Darkfall. Used it yesterday. This is the new Milksteak base. It did really well yesterday, and this is kind of consistent with what we're expecting and what a lot of previous shavers have been saying about this base. It lathered up very easily. We're going to try 20-second lather, 20-second load this time. I did 30 yesterday, ended up with a lot of extra, but I want to be careful about the water. I didn't add enough last time, so we're going to just see. Okay, get my face wet. And just like yesterday, I'm going to use tepid water. I'm having to use a little bit of warm to make it tepid. I do have hard water at this location. All right, so let's do that 20-second load. And as usual, I'm going to shake. Excuse me. All right, guys. Well, as you know, I was interrupted. I usually shave at night, and so there's no interruptions. But this is a daytime shave. So I think I did a 20-second load, and I was showing you kind of the water. This is 3.5 teaspoons of water I've used. And I've got tons of lather. Unfortunately, I didn't time my load. I can barely hold it all on the brush here. And it's got it. Look at that nice elasticity to it. I don't know if I've gone too thin with it, but we'll see. Get my face wet now. This is a 26mm brush. It's a nice, pretty thick handle compared to some others out there. I'm going to jam it in there, make sure I get that lather all up inside these bristles. See how it goes. Good first impression. It's not pushing my skin around. Tip's pretty soft. Not super soft, or rather I'm picking up a little bit of the backbone right now. I might have this lather too thin. See how it's kind of thinning out? But as you can see, it doesn't look too thin from the visual. But this is the first pass, so it's not uncommon to go back in and get a little bit more lather, especially with these dense brushes. I'm really happy that the backbone isn't any more than it is. And I'm pretty happy with the shape of this handle. It's got the typical Shavemac bulb here. A lot of razor handles have the round part here, and then you've got the concave part here. That's because a lot of times guys grip that round part and use that. It's kind of a traditional shaving part. I like this brush. Now it is pushing my skin around a little bit sometimes, but generally I think it's good. And so I bet it'll get even better as I put it through some more uses. Well, this looks like a case where I have gotten this base pretty wet, maybe even as wet as I ever want to get it. Alright, so yesterday's shave with the slim and this blade was set on a 3. So let us do that same thing again. Yep, all good. See how it feels today? Yep, that's terrific. Barely feel the blade. Keeping a very light hold on the razor. As always, I do feel the edge cutting, but it doesn't even feel like a sharp edge. I guess it's just it might even be just the sensation of the hairs kind of moving as they're being cut. So it looks like the Nacet is a wonderful blade for this razor too. Sorry you missed out on the lather production, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I will definitely be using this soap again very soon. So we'll get, today was my attempt to lower the load time to 20 and see how that worked out. Okay, first pass is done. All right, let's get some more of that soap. So I got the shave. All right, we'll do a very quick second pass. Because I'm being summoned. Not too much blade buffing. Probably don't need to do too much. I do feel like I need to be careful in the neck. You can't Even at this mild setting, I can't be careless there. All right, I'll come back in a second and do the third pack. All right. Base feels pretty good. Yeah, I could walk away with this shave right here if I wanted to. Just throw a little water on my face right before the... oh, you know, this lather is actually pretty thin. So, you know what I do? Dry my face off like that. Use up some of the moisture in the lather. Thicken it up just a hair. I like this brush. So I was recommended towards the Shavemacs because some users were reading about how viewers or, you know, Reddit friends were reading about how some of the Silvertips, some of the 3 bands don't have enough backbone for me, and but some of the 2 bands do have backbone and they have too much of it. So I'm looking for, sometimes if I find a 2 band that's low in the backbone, then I'm happy, or if I find a 3 band that's, you know, higher in backbone, then I'm happy. They said, we'll try a Shavemac. This one came up at a great deal, and so I snatched it up. Continuing with the setting of 3. Still cross grain on my face just to clean up any little guys that I missed. And if you have a long handle razor, I've said this many times, don't use that as an excuse to apply leverage to your face. My preference is not to hold it like this, because then the razor head doesn't have the ability to move, and you want to keep that light touch. I think that's one of my secrets as to why I can get so many uses out of a blade, in addition to my secret of just having a penchant for wet, slick lathers that don't actually use a lot of soap, but a lot of water. And there we go. Love the scent on this Darkfall. I'm gonna hang with my wife later, so I'm gonna pick a post shave that I know she likes. So I'm gonna do Executive Man from Stirling. It doesn't really go, at least to me probably, it doesn't really go all that well with Darkfall. Wonder which soaps and balms Stirling has that have a vetiver scent to them. I do like vetiver. I may have to check that out. They did make the gray vetiver for the R4L Responders for Life soap and other products, but that's one that's kind of on their limited run, you know, list. I'm trying to use this balm because it kind of spilled out a little bit. Didn't want it to go to waste. Elbows, places like that are great to use that for. All right, this white will dry in just a few minutes because I just kind of used too much. I got a great shave, really happy with that. I did have a tiny weeper right here, but he's going to heal on his own without a problem. So, I'm really happy with this Shavemac. How much lather did I have left over? This is a wet lather. I wouldn't go too much wetter than this. Look how much elasticity we have. But it's nice to know that this base can take getting really wet as well as running a bit dry, which I did the other day. So really happy with it. Love the scent of Darkfall. It's not super strong in this base. To me, in my recollection, it's stronger in the previous bases. But it doesn't bother me because it's at a nice level that you can enjoy during the shave, or at least within a range. Any lower and then it might not be strong enough for me. But I still enjoy it. Glad I got it. Also glad I got the Shavemac 2-band Silvertip. How about that? All right, looking forward to using it more. The handle seemed good. It did get a little slippery, but I would bring in another finger when I was mixing, and it just wasn't a problem at all. I believe I'm gonna like that handle a lot. So for this lather, I used 2.5 teaspoons of water. And I believe 20-second load, but I was trying to use my watch and stir at the same time and then load at the same time, and it was tricky. And I had a family member who had to take a quick shower, so that's why I did that silent bit, just to kind of do a little bit of documentation. So Darkfall has seen 2 uses. The texture, it seems like it's kind of rubbing down that texture pretty quickly. So it's a softer soap, that's for sure. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. So you have a good day. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. I hope there's been something here that has helped you out. Take care.